Hello and welcome back to Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition with me, Bardon, the Nameless One, Dakon, Anna, and Mort. So we just talked to Abel Ponder Thought, and now we've got two places here we can check out. So we're going to go into the tent first and see what's in here.
Goldward, also known as Wanker City.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so what's in here? Nothing. Okay. What's in here? Nothing. So is this somewhere where we can rest, maybe? Let's give it a try. You cannot rest in this area. No, it's not. So I don't know what the purpose of this building is. Let's just go out. Thought we'd meet someone in here, maybe. Okay, so who are you? You're a harlot. Let's go talk to you. This beautiful, seductive, attired prostitute is a far cry from those you saw in the hive. The smells of expensive perfumes and the lines of her face are subtly accentuated with lightly painted lines of soft, warm colours. She smiles at you as you approach, and curtsies gracefully. Greetings, good sir. Seeking to quench your lust, Mistress Gracie's brothels cannot satisfy, I hope. No, I had some questions. She puts her fingers to her lips to hush you. There is but a single question I answer, good sir, and the answer is this. Yes, for only 500 coins. No thanks, farewell. A pity. Please return should you have a change of heart, good sir. I'll be eagerly awaiting you. Farewell. Hey, say there, Chief. What do you say? How about spotting old Mort a bit of jink? It's been more than a while, you know? We've really got to leave, Mort. Farewell, miss. Sorry, Mort, but can't do it. Okay, so let's pop in here.
Yeah, let's sample a little poodle, eh?
So this is the advocate's house.
I'm gone.
Okay. So you're the advocate. Okay, let's talk to you. This man is dressed in soft blue robes covered with intricate designs. Despite their opulence, however, the robes look wrinkled and worn. You place the man's age somewhere between middle age and early 60s. The worry lines make an exact determination difficult. As you enter, the man turns slowly towards you. As he does, you are suddenly struck with the terrible sense that you know this man, or did at one time. Greetings. The man squints as if trying to place you. Yes? Is there something I can help you with? Who are you?
Updated my journal.
I am Ionis. Or Enos, maybe. I am Enos. He studies you and frowns. Were you looking for me? I don't know. What is this place? I am an advocate. These are my offices. Enos's voice takes on an irritated edge. Do you seek counsel? If not, perhaps you had best test your curiosity elsewhere. An advocate, what's that?
Updated my journal.
Mort breaks in with a whisper. He's saying he's a lawyer, a counsellor, one of those Burks who rattle their bone box at the courts. Enos frown deepens. An advocate provides counsel, helps others navigate the labyrinths of Sigil's legal system, arranges legacies for citizens to ensure that their property is divided as they choose upon death, defends those in Sigil's courts who have been wrongly accused. He pauses. Did you need help in any of these areas? Legacies. They are contracts that are deliverable at the death of the client. They provide specifics on how a person's possessions are to be divided upon the event of their demise. I have also heard them called wills. Are they anything like Dustman contracts? Oh my god, no! The Dustman contracts, while they are deliverable at the time of the client's death, bequeath the client's body to the Dustman. Not a pleasant business at all, but some who are poor of means find the Dustman contract to be a means of support. How would one go about invalidating a Dustman contract?
Updated my
You
journal.
frown slightly. One that is already signed, little or nothing can be done once the signature is in place. The Dustman contract is quite specific on the destination of the corpse after death. Without the destruction of the contract, there is really nothing that could be done. I see. Do I owe you anything for this information? I am not the sort to charge others for giving him aid of this sort. He smiles slightly. I am an advocate, not a rug merchant, and greed is not permitted to step into my office. Thank you. I am grateful. Perhaps there is something else you can help me with. Very well. What is it I can help you with? Have we met before? The man studies you for a moment, frowning in thought. The wrinkles on his face become more pronounced as he does so, and you are again struck by the toll that age seems to have placed on him. No, yet you seem familiar. Yet... He continues to study your features and shakes his head. I can see that there is something familiar about you, sir, and I apologize for any insult my failing memory may be giving you at this moment. I have been preoccupied for some time now. Have we met before? I think so. I can't really remember myself. Frustrating for us both, it would seem. Never mind, perhaps you can help me with something else. Excuse me for asking, but are you all right? You must excuse me. As of late, I have been beset by troubles. I'm afraid it has been a rather trying time these past few days. Anything I could help with? No. There is little that can be done. He nods at you. Nevertheless, I appreciate your offer. Thank you. Perhaps talking about your troubles will help ease your mind. Enos sighs. I do not wish to burden you. I lost my daughter not long ago. There was also the fire, but there is another matter. Tell me about your daughter. Instantly, Enos seems to collapse into himself. Yes. His businesslike facade drains from his face to be replaced with cold despair. My daughter, Dionara, passed away some time ago. Tell me about her. What was she like? Dionara? She was young. She had recently joined the Society of Sensation, the Sensates. Not an unpleasant faction, but she had also met someone there. She followed him on a journey, and there she died. He looks pained. I was not even able to recover her body. I saw a woman by that name interned in the mortuary memorial hall.
Updated my journal.
Yes, I arranged for a bier to be placed in the memorial hall. There is no body there, of course, but I hope the bier would serve as a marker by which she may find her way home. It worked. Her spirit resides there now. What? Enos looks flustered. What did you just say? Her spirit relies... Let's see. Her spirit now resides in the memorial hall. I don't tell him about her being distressed. You had best be speaking figuratively. Enos looks furious. If so, then I have no time for your wordplay. No, my words are literal. Her spirit resides in the memorial hall. She has become a spirit? Yes. I will have to seek her out. See if I can communicate with her. See what has kept her there, her state. How do you know she has become a spirit? I caught a glimpse of a spectral form by her bier in the mortuary. I assumed it was her. I spoke with her for... Well, we have to tell her, I suppose. Because this one, it could be anyone. But this one is like we spoke to her, so it's definite. I spoke with her for a time. She seemed to be in distress. You spoke to her? Enos seems to become more confused by the moment. What distresses her? Me, apparently. She said that she loved me and that I had loved her, and that I had forsaken her. I see. Perhaps... Enos frowns and studies you. His face has become like stone. Are you the one she left Sigil with? The one who led her on the journey that killed her? I'm not certain. I think I may be that man, but I have forgotten much. You! Enos looks you up and down. You are the one, and you say you have forgotten? Enos draws himself up. He looks like he is squaring himself for a battle. You have forgotten, but the incident was not so long ago. How can this be? I have a strange condition. I lose myself for a time. Anything you can tell me about myself or your daughter would be invaluable. Countless liars I have known in my tenure in the city. Enos studies you intently. You do not strike me as one of them, at the least on this matter. He sighs. If you truly do not remember, then whatever befell you and my daughter on your journey must have left deep scars. I am inclined to agree. Then I ask your word on this. If your memory returns and you discovered what has happened to my daughter, return to me so that my mind may at last be at rest on this matter. Okay, let's vow. I will do that. Very well then. Now leave. I wish to be alone with my thoughts. Farewell then. Yeah, I had to be honest with that.
All right.
Doesn't seem to be anything to really check out in here, so let's pop outside. Yes, so she's the lady, if you remember, just before we left the mortuary.
Done.
She was speaking to us. And apparently we're the love of her life. Okay, I want to go over here first. He's a harmonium officer. It's the harlot. But there's a way down there.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to say a few words to me, Feedling. Or hug me. Or kiss me.
Okay, we can't go any further this way. So let's go this way instead. Okay, someone over here. Clear towards citizen, performance artist. Okay, let's, who are you? You're a citizen. And you're another heart. Let's talk to the performance artist. This man's face has been painted white. A pair of arched eyebrows have been penciled onto his brow, and a red powder has been used to make small circles on his cheeks and accentuate his lips. He says something, but you can't hear him. His hands are pressed up against what looks to be an invisible wall. Oh, he's a mime. Okay. What? I can't hear you. He hangs his head, sighs soundlessly, and shrugs. He then steps back a bit, waves farewell to you, and begins to pantomime various actions, pulling on a rope, walking down the stairs, and so on. I don't want to see if I can touch him. That's just being a dick, really. Let's pop in here, though. Okay, so what's in here? We got Phenom the linguist. Okay. That's probably stealing.
Right.
To do that. I won't be too happy. Yeah, it's locked. Okay. This short, scholarly man, a tight, nervous frown on his face, looks you up and down. Greetings, I'm Phenom. I must beg your pardon, sir, but I care little for guests, invited or otherwise. So unless you've business with me, I'd ask you to leave. I did have some questions. I would have you know that I am a scholar and a linguist, sir. While I shall happily entertain any questions regarding my field of study, language, and the like, I can be of no help to you in other matters. Never mind then, farewell. Okay, so he's maybe someone that we have to come to talk to specifically rather than just turn
Right.
up. Okay, so Tug boss, clerk works, Tug. We can head on down this way. I'm not going to go up there yet. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything over here. So let's head on up here. is still over there, or wherever it is.
What's up?
Aye, right.
Now she's moving. Okay. Who are you? You're just a citizen. Okay, let's pop in here. So what's this place? Curiosity shop. Okay. So we've got Standish and Vrischika. Okay. Let's talk to Standish first. This downtrodden little man scurries about the curiosity shop, dusting, cataloguing, and moving things about for the place's proprietress. You notice he smells faintly of onions. He glances up at you nervously as you approach him. Please, sir, I can't speak with you. I've work to do, and my mistress simply won't allow it. Okay, let's not get him in trouble. Let's talk to his mistress then. This sharp-featured woman's appearance is attractive, though somewhat disturbing. With her blue-black skin and bright yellow eyes, as she examines you, a small pair of bat-like wings unfold from her back, then seem to settle back into her skin. Okay, let's continue. Well, well, a floating disembodied, prevaricating skull. She narrows her eyes. You're the scarred man. Who's been going around asking all the questions? She looks you up and down. You sure look lost. Did you want to come in, really? Or are you just casting the place because you have nothing better to do? Because Vrischika, she indicates herself, can help you. How can you help me? I travel and trade extensively. I hear a great deal. I purchase a great deal. And I own a great deal. Perhaps I can make you a great deal. Is there anything that you desire? Perhaps. What are you selling? Would you care to examine the weapons and charms of some of my more exotic acquisitions? Let's look at the exotic items. Vrischika smiles as you look at the various shelves in the middle of the shop. If you see nothing you like here, there are more items towards the front and the back of the store as well. Let's examine the fiend's tongue. You examine what appears to be a tongue floating in a jar of brine. Vrischika frowns at it. This is a fiend's tongue. Or cornugons, I think, but who really knows? It's said that placed into the mouth of a living thing, it will give the ability of speech, even if there was none before. I'm selling this oddity for you for only 6 coppers should you want it. Only 6 coppers. I think I'll take it. Yes, Vrischika purrs. A wise choice. The copper you pour into her hand seems to disappear the moment it touches her palm. She hands you the item. Please, enjoy your newest acquisition. Okay. Oh, that was 66 copper. Did she not say 6 copper? Oh no, she said 66. Okay. I suppose 6 copper would be a little too cheap. Vrischika smiles as you look at the various shelves in the middle of the shop. Okay. Let's examine the Gorgon salve. Sorry. You examine a bottle labeled as Gorgon salve. Vrischika holds it up for you. I traded for this with some sword-slinging prime worlder. Perseus, I think was his name. Smeared onto the surface of any being turned to stone, it will revert them to flesh. Only 100 coppers commons, a bargain, considering how handy it might come in should you ever find a friend of yours transmuted to rock. Yeah, I think we'll take that as well. Yes, Vrischika purrs, a wise choice. The copper you pour, okay, we did that already. Let's look at more exotic items. Examine the metallic cube figurine. You examine a small metal replica of a cube-like creature with huge eyes on one of its faces. The toy has 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 folding wings, at least 18 points of articulation. Vrischika smiles as you pick it up. A collector's item, perhaps, or a piece of artwork, who knows, but I like it. If you do buy it, ask around. Someone might know more about it than I. You can have it for only 1,500 coppers. That's a bit rich for me at the moment. Actually, let me see the other things again. Okay, let's examine the monster jug. You examine a plain looking jug. Despite its common appearance, you feel reluctant to touch the thing, as if it might bite you. Vrischika watches you, chuckling, then shrugs. It's a jug. It's got some sort of monster trapped in it. That's why your hair's prickling up like that. If you'd like it, it's only 123 coppers. Yeah, I think we'll take that. Yes, Vrischika purrs, a wise choice. Okay, let's look at the other exotic items. Let's look at the front of the store. I want to get that, but I don't know about the price. You look at the various shelves towards the front of Vrischika's shop. Let's examine the baby oil. You examine a number of small bottles, each labeled as baby oil. Vrischika picks one up and presents it to you. Interested? It's the real thing, of course. Thousands of mewling mortal babies went into the making of the stuff. No thanks. Let me see the other stuff. Let's examine the chocolate quasit. You examine the twisted little imp-like creature, sculpted out of pure milk chocolate. It looks delicious, doesn't it? Imported from the lower plains. These are rare, you know, and quite prized by lovers of chocolate and confections. It's a real quasit, a fiendish familiar, polymorphed into chocolate by powerful sorcery. It's only 199 coppers. Well, maybe we're going to find someone who loves chocolate and we have to give it to them, so we'll take that. Okay, then let's look at the front of the store. Let's examine the Codex of the Inconceivable. You examine a rather unassuming book held closed by a tiny brass lock. That, Kuz Vrischika, is the Codex of the Inconceivable. I'll only say that it's just, well, I cannot explain it. Mere words simply won't suffice. You can own it yourself for a mere 1,000 copper commons, and believe me, it is well worth it. 1,000 copper commons. Will we have them? Let's get it. Okay, and before I spend any more money, I think we're going to we'll talk to her again in the next episode, but I'm going to end this episode here. So from the nameless one, Dakon, Anna Morth, this clerk has just wandered in. Standish, she's not allowed to talk to us, and Vrischika, it's goodbye, and we all really do hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.